I'm Catherine Gresham, and I am 29 years old.
And what do you do for a living?
I am a full-time CrossFit coach.
Nice. And what athletic experience or activities are you currently involved in?
I currently do CrossFit and play golf.
Oh, okay. And what athletic experience did you have before getting involved with CrossFit?
I have run in several races, mini marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks. I've done a triathlon. I was on the dance team at the University of Louisville. I played golf. Basically anything I could get myself into. All sports. My background, my bachelor's degree is in physical education, health promotion.
Nice. And how long have you been involved with CrossFit?
Almost a year, since June of 2009.
Certifications do you have?
I am CrossFit Level 1 certified. I'm Movement, Mobility, and Maintenance certified. Powerlifting certified. Getting ready to be Olympic lifting certified. Yeah, that's it for right now.
And what are the challenges you've been running into in your workouts?
As soon as I start to get on a roll with the different workouts that I do or build strength, it seems like I either get an injury or pinch something, so my body's never fully recovered when I'm going into, I guess, each cycle that I do, whether it's strength, endurance, something always happens and I have to start back over again.
Can you give me an idea of, and I understand you're having a lot of that stop and start because of the injuries that are going on, can you give me an idea of your training schedule?
I used to train every day, twice a day. So I would train in the morning at 7:30 with either a strength or endurance workout, and then I would come in the evenings around 5:30, and whichever I didn't do in the mornings, I would do in the evenings, which worked for about a month or so. And then I did a workout with some of my friends and was going too fast and popped a joint capsule in my hip. So that took me back to the beginning of my training. I wasn't allowed to squat for, it was 2.5, almost 3 months. And just through that and trying to build up my squats in general, I don't know if that's affecting my knees or other parts of my body, but just from that, I feel like every time I start to build up, no matter what it is, strength or endurance, something happens and I just start all over again.
Got it. What are your CrossFit goals? What would you like to accomplish?
I would like to deadlift about 400 pounds. Right now I'm at 210. I'd like to back squat around 3 if possible. To be able to do Fran in about 3.5 to 4 minutes, unassisted. So thrusters and pull-ups at the current either weight recommendation or without doing jumping pull-ups for my pull-ups. But just to get stronger in general and not have any injuries, just to be injury-free and be able to be on a consistent training program.
And what have you been doing for recovery? Be it massage or stretching or...
I should stretch more than what I do. There is a little bit of a stretching involved. I get chiropractic care. That's pretty much it for the most part. I've thought about going to get massage just to break up scar tissue that is probably in joints and whatnot, but so far I haven't done a whole lot. I've had ART before, but it hurt more than it felt good, so I stopped doing that. But
ART is?
Active release therapy, more like massage, but actually working on the specific, I guess, place that's causing problems and doing different movements with the massage together to try and release tension or scar tissue, I would say. But yeah, I don't think it helped as much as it hurt.
Got it. So what is your ideal outcome? We're looking at the next 8 weeks. We're going to be doing this proposing comfort to the body, what we had talked about, what would your ideal outcome be?
To be able to make it through the next 8 weeks without having to start my program over, which I had started a program back in February, the beginning of February, and last week, injury, or I guess tweak of a shoulder that's kind of, I guess, moved down through my body, and I've had to start over just this past week with my program again. So to be able to make it through 8 weeks without tweaking something, and, you know, be able to build up my strength, obviously. If I could get up to 200 pounds on the back squat, that'd be great, but we'll see.
Back squat specifically?
Yep.
And where are you at right now with the back squat?
155 by 3.
155 by 3. And the injuries that you're talking about are not like these huge things, you're just kind of little dinky, kind of annoying.
Yeah, like my knee, whenever I squat, or just sometimes I'm standing around, hurts, and I can feel where it hurts, but there's no, I can't stretch it, I can't manipulate it myself to make it feel better, and it's just kind of like, I haven't done anything to it, why is it hurting? My neck and my shoulders, like I said last week, I tweaked my neck into my shoulders, so to even stretch, it's kind of like back and forth, which goes into my upper back and makes everything tight. It's just like one right after the other, all the way down.
Got it. Well, cool. And now with the back squat that you were talking about, is it a position that you're having difficulty with, or just the general tension?
The tension, I can't get my body into the right position or hold the position that I need to be able to keep my form through the entire back squat. So it's not so much the weight that's the problem, but once my form breaks, then obviously I can't either get out of the hole from the bottom or I get stuck. So I want to be able to move and not feel any kind of impingement going up and down. So more of a fluid movement or full range of motion is what I'm looking for.
Got it. Well, we'll go over to the squat rack and kind of get an idea of where you're having those difficulties.
Sure.
And then so get an idea of the before and after and see how that changes in 8 weeks.
Sounds good.
Cool. Tell me describe to me where you're having the challenges and difficulties.
The position you should start in is a nice tight back, shoulders squeezed together to get under the rack. And when you go into the actual squat, you should be able to keep that position all the way down to the bottom and all the way straight back through. When I get down to here, it kind of relaxes and I don't have that control on the bar that I do, I guess, starting.
Is it a tension somewhere that you feel you can't keep it, or your body just...
It just puts out like kaput. And it's not, like I said, I don't feel like the weight, obviously the bar is not heavy for me right now, but getting down into this position, my hips are tight, my knee hurts.
So tension in the hips and pressure in the knees that you're having some challenge.
But it starts in my upper back because I can't hold the position through there to get down and then get back up.
Excellent. Okay.